Hello everyone and welcome to another tour of my collection as it stands on this first day of the year 2022. You'll probably notice a lot has changed since my last collection tour, so I thought of giving you another peek at the office in this new year. I've also split the tour in different segments so you can skip through the subjects you're not too interested in, and you can find the timestamps in the description below. But yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy the tour. So I'll start the tour with the Lego collection, and these here are all the mugs that I built. I did a few speed build videos of these cars, so you might recognize one or two of them. I also upgraded these LMP Le Mans cars here since the build video with the correct tire decals now. But yeah, so these are my built Lego mugs. Underneath I have my kids Legos, and then a few other sets here like the Adidas shoe set and the Lego creator cars like the Classic Mini, the Ferrari F40 and this Porsche 911. And as I mentioned before, I did something a bit different with the Porsche with this one. As you can tell, I didn't make the Turbo or Targa version. I basically made a classic more subdued version without the flared wheel arches and the whale tail spoiler, but still with the hardtop and not the Targa roof. But yeah, so these are the built Legos in the collection. I then also have some unbuilt Legos with another few creator car sets and some other stuff too, which I will possibly build or review in the future on this channel. Moving along to the full-scale replica helmets. So I have these four non-official Ferrari themed helmets here on top of the main displays, beginning with this 1978-79 Belle Star Gilles Villeneuve replica. Not an official one, sadly. It's not even a real shell, but still looks good enough, I think. Next to it is this wonderful GPA SJ replica of Gilles Villeneuve from 1981, of which I've done a review video on this channel. And then here is a Schumacher 96 replica. Again, not an official one unfortunately, but still nice to have. And in fact, this helmet is the reason why I started paying attention to drivers' helmets, because of this special shape. And then finally here is a Raikkonen 2007 Schuberth helmet from his championship winning season, of course. Yeah, pretty cool replica of the Iceman. I then also have two replica helmets that I basically stickered up myself. So this James Hunt and Niki Lauda tribute helmet. The Lauda still needs a new sticker right there. And these helmets aren't so much for displaying purposes, but cool helmets that I can use when I go karting, for instance. So these were the full-scale helmets of the collection. Let's have a look at the 143 scales now, and they're all displayed here in this tower. I don't really collect 143 scales, but I still do have a few. I actually buy them only if there's no 1/18th version available, or if it's a rather special car, then I might go for it too. Most of them here are also conversions of Stoffel van Doorne cars. And yeah, a few exceptions like this Force Indycar on the bottom. It's a car that I just really liked, but as I said, I don't really collect the 143 scales. I'll then show the half-scale mini helmet collection, and actually these mini helmets, I don't only have them displayed here on the wall, but in fact they are a bit scattered all over the place, even in the main display, as you can see. But we'll start here with the Mansell 1992 helmet, and this one is signed on the visor, and I've also upgraded it with all the missing decals and everything, and it comes in this nice frame. So onto the helmets on the wall display then. And for those who have not seen my previous collection tours, I put these helmets in a more or less chronological order, with the oldest ones starting here on the top left with these 70s and 80s mini helmets. And in fact, there's no particular theme going on in the collection either. I basically just try to get helmets from drivers that I like or give my support to, or try to collect designs that I think were iconic or simply look nice. I then also try to vary the helmet brands a bit to have some different shapes in the collection too. You might have noticed also by now there are noticeably more Schumacher helmets than any other driver in the display, but that shouldn't come as a surprise as I'm a huge fan of Schumi. And most helmets then have also been given a full upgrade with new decals or extra detailing parts like the correct handsprings, Xylon panels, aero parts, and stuff like tear-offs, just to bring a bit more realism to them. But yeah, that's everything I have here on the main display. These few helmets here then, like this original Schumacher 2000 Mini, are in the process of being converted, or in the case of these two here, waiting on some upgrade parts. And I might switch a few lids in the display to accommodate these ones. Over here then is a Schumacher 1996 Mini helmet, pretty cool bell fueling SS. Here then in the Ferrari themed cabinet are two Charles Leclerc helmets, so his first win from 2019 and the 2020 Mugello version. Then here in the main display there are some more mini helmets, as I said, mostly in combination with a model car. So starting here is the 2011 Jérôme d'Ambrosio helmet, pretty rare and it's been signed as well. The Gasly first win together with the car, and a Hamilton 2015. Here then is an original Senna 94 with factory painted tobacco sponsorship. And under there I have this Button 2009 signed Monster Energy VIP display. Next to it is a Jackie Stewart helmet, signed on the visor. Nice signature by the way. Under there is a Senna 1984 helmet. And here then are two Verstappen helmets from his first win and the 2019 Austrian Special. And then here is a lovely Mark Webber replica from his time at Jaguar. The Schumacher display then with two Mick mini helmets. And then of course Michael's 1994 helmet. Here then is the fantastic James Hunt Raikkonen tribute helmet from Monaco 2012, and it's been signed as well on the visor. And then here one of my favorites from the collection, the Trulli 2004 Monaco helmet, which has been signed as well. Pretty cool looking helmet. This one here is pretty great too, the Berger 1986 Benetton helmet, and next to it is this signed Alonso Indy helmet then. And here are a few Van Dorn helmets, and I got almost all of them signed, as you can see here on the visor, except for the Mercedes one I think. And lastly, here is a Jackie X mini helmet that I've converted to a 1985 version, and it's been signed on the visor too. So these are all the half scale helmets in my collection. I do have a few Indycar helmets that aren't on display, but yeah, I think that covers them all. And let's now concentrate on the biggest part of the collection, the main display. And they're mainly 1/18 model cars. There are a few 1/12 scale model cars in it too, but most of them are 1/18. And there's a bit of everything, some MotoGP bikes even as well, and some rally cars and some books too. But we'll start in the main display, and there are two 1/43 scales in the main display, one for the D'Ambrosio collection together with his shoes and the Formula E Mahindra car. Here then is the Gasly Monza winner, and next to it the 2020 Hamilton Turkey winner, and then a Fangio CMC Mercedes Streamliner and the Hamilton USA 2015 Mercedes. Here then in the Senna display is the 1994 Williams, together with the helmet of course. And then two 1/12 scale cars, the Lotus, which I reviewed, and then the McLaren MP44 from 1988, his first championship winning car. Here then the beautiful Mansell Senna taxi and the Bercy kart that I modified slightly. I just simply added some tire decals that were missing on the original model. Underneath then is a Jackie Stewart pairing with the Exoto Tyrrell, modified a bit with the yellow visor. Underneath another Monaco model then, the Senna 1984 Tolman, together with another Monaco 84 car, the Bellof Tyrrell. A fantastic model by Minichamps, that one. Then here is the recently reviewed Fisichella Brazil winner, his first win. And then another Brazil car. Oh, the pit board fell over, so small jump cut, and the pit board is back in its place. So yeah, the Brazil Button Braun title winning car. Under there is the Ronnie Patterson Lotus 79, and I now added more realistic mesh covers for the engine there. Here then is a Jarno Trulli Monaco 2004 set, signed here on the base with the Hot Wheels model, together with the half-scale steering wheel and the helmet of course. And in front is the rather fantastic Exoto Tyrrell P34, the infamous six-wheeler with Jody Scheckter behind the wheel. Another great Exoto model here, the JPS Lotus 72 of Emerson Fittipaldi. And then the Kimi Raikkonen James Hunt tribute set, a car which I also reviewed. In front of him then the real James Hunt's McLaren M23 from Minichamps from his championship winning year 1976. Then next to it, here's the Schumacher 94 set, together with his Formula 1 debut car, the Jordan 191. And here then is his son's Mick F3 car, together with Michael's F3 car from Macau, and a kart in which he won the European Championship with. Underneath then there are some Stoffel van Doornen McLarens, his debut car from Bahrain 2016, and then his 2017 McLaren Honda. It's been signed on the base as well. And then the car from his final Formula 1 race, the 2018 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix McLaren Renault. Next to that there are some Indycar models, and here's a Scott Dixon Target Chip Ganassi 124 scale model, together with this machined Culver block I got when visiting the Ganassi workshop back in 2017. Here then is a converted Alonso Indy 2017 debut car, signed on the base as well. And in front then the Greg Moore 1999 Reynard from the kart heydays. Next to that, the Gerhard Berger first win Benetton with the mini helmet then of course, and then his friend Jean Lézy's 1990 Tyrrell in front. Underneath then is a Le Mans display with the 1977 winner Porsche and the fantastic Toyota GT1 here from 1998. Next to it, the Nissan Delta Wing that I reviewed on this channel too, with that particular front end. And then the very beautiful Ganassi Racing Ford GT, the Le Mans winner in its class in 2016, I think. And then another Auto Art Toyota GT1, this time in the Marlboro colors. And both Toyotas were driven by Belgian Thierry Boutsen. Finally, here is the Jackie X Shrine, starting with this converted Brabham model. It's from a test he did in Paul Ricard back in 1981. And as you can see, it's been signed now as well. When I met Jackie not too long ago. Here then is Ford GT from the 1969 Le Mans, signed as well. Next to it the Dakar Porsche, cool looking car. And here then another Rothmans Porsche, the 1982 Le Mans winner. Again signed on the engine cover right here, but a pretty cool model by Minichamps. In front then is another 1/43 scale F2 model from the 1967 German Grand Prix and the half-scale mini helmet that I already showed you. So this was everything that was in the main display then. The 1/43 scale tower I already showed you. Here then on top of this cabinet is the Lancia Delta ceramic artwork, which I reviewed not too long ago. And well, the cabinet underneath, I have all the Ferrari models in it, with the modern BBR models on the top row, starting here with the Leclerc 2019 first win, together with the mini helmet then, and the 2020 Mugello car. And then in the middle of those, the fantastic Vettel Monaco 2017 winner, maybe one of the best modern F1 model cars, I think. Yeah, really a good one, that one. Underneath, a few legendary Ferraris. Oh, I see Fangio has fallen over. So let's help him out and put Mr. Fangio back on his feet. So there you go. So yeah, there is the title-winning Fangio Ferrari from CMC. Fantastic detailed model there. And the Exoto Niki Lauda next to it, and Gilles Villeneuve Exoto. Oh yeah, I have another half-scale helmet, a Villeneuve 1982 GPA. I always forget about that one, as it's a bit hidden in this display case. Alongside is another fantastic Exoto model, the 1990 Prost Japanese Grand Prix car. Great details on it too. And then here is a converted Alesi Canada 1995 model and a Schumacher 96 model, with the high nose, both Minichamps models. On the bottom then, there are all the Schumacher title-winning Ferraris, starting with the F1 2000. And these models are all converted Hot Wheels Elite model cars. And yeah, they're all pretty good, I think. I already showed you this half-scale Schumacher helmet from 96, and here is this 96 Monaco Kart Cup kart as well. It's been converted to tobacco as well. Next to it are two MotoGP bikes of the one and only, the legend number 46 Valentino Rossi, the Doctor. And then with Marco Simoncelli next to him, who sadly passed in Malaysia in 2011. Here then are two recent additions. I still have to do some work and do a review on the George Russell Mercedes, of course. And then next to it is the recently reviewed Romain Grosjean Haas. Moving along further, here is another Le Mans car then. The very cool looking BMW art car by Jeff Koons. A beautiful model by Minichamps. And also, well, quite rare nowadays. And here then are three WRC cars by Altaia and Ixo. And these are all Thierry Neuville cars, all in different styles, some tarmac spec, some gravel spec. But all three are basically the same Hyundai i20, of course. And finally here is a 2001 Jarno Trulli signed visor from his Jordan days. And then here are some motorsport related books and magazines that I'll show you in the next segment. Onto the books and magazines then. And I don't have a lot of books, just a selected few, like this beautiful Schlegelmilch photo book of the golden era the 1960s. Yeah, fantastic pictures in that one. And a great Formula 1 coffee table book with, as I said, beautiful pictures. In here then are some various themed books, mostly about the history of Formula 1 or some Schumacher, Senna or Jackie X related books. This chicane book is actually really nice. It's about Belgian Formula 1 drivers, although it might only be interesting for Belgians, of course, but it's really nicely written. I do have a few more books here, like a Schumacher and Zanardi biography. But yeah, I actually have them all a bit spread out over this bookcase. In here then are some comic books. And they're all F1 or motorsport related. Like, yeah, these pretty cool ones. About, yeah, Colin Chapman, Le Mans. You have Senna. Another Chapman here. Another Le Mans, you have Jackie X as well. You have, well, various topics. And then you have some very nice comic books here. Some classic ones. Grand Prix of these pre-war Formula 1 times. Very different era of Formula 1, of course. Then finally the magazines then. And they're a bit of a collection of Autosport magazines that I kept. And I just took a few out to show you which ones that I actually keep. And I actually don't buy them anymore, but every time something important happens, like someone important passes, I got the tribute magazines. So here you have Jack Brabham and both Surtees, John and Henry. And I also have a few really old ones as well, like this one from Imola 1982, the death of Gilles Villeneuve here. Or some other ones like Lewis Hamilton's first title win. And a few more tribute ones. Or even this Senna tribute one from 1994. And this Schumacher first win. So yeah, those are the magazines that I kept and still collect. So this has been the tour of my collection as it was at the very beginning of the year 2022. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. I wish you a lot of happiness in the new year, of course, and good health. And whilst we're at it, leave a like down below. Please subscribe to the channel to help me out and to get more unboxing and review videos. Thanks again, and hopefully you'll tune in again next time.